And now, the world's favorite E-grade team, the
Beans.
Welcome back to everyone's favourite basketball podcast, the NBeanA podcast. It's the off-season now, so we don't have much to talk about. So we're going to do a little fantasy draft of current players for the podcast today. So we've got our player pool up. We're going to go through with a draft order, which Connor Hertel will talk about in a moment. And we're going to pick one player for. Are we doing one player for each position, or are we just doing 8 players per team?
We've got 8 players per team, so we'll get 2 picks.
Cool. So we'll just do our best 8 players, and then we'll do a quick discussion to see who we think's got the most longevity, who's the best set to win now, and just sort of talk about why we're picking players where and who we like, who we don't like, etc., etc.
Good. Before we get into that, I guess you mentioned like a lot of people think we don't have much for the off season. We do. We're still going to be doing podcasts. So
we've got a heap planned, even though it won't be talking about games or anything like that. We've got a lot of fun stuff, talking about future basketball, old time things, other drafts. We want to get some guests on. So if you'd be interested in coming in and guesting on the podcast, make sure you chuck us a message because we want to do a big guest episode. But yeah, I guess we'll get cracking then. So to start us off, the commissioner, Connor.
I hated that so much.
Do you want to get? Actually, I better just mention Lockie is not here today. He's got a bit going on at home, but he will be back next week. We got 5th man of the year Nathan Chinnick, Boss Brad Scanlon, and Beanus Connor Hertel. But yeah, so let's get into the draft order.
You mean commissioner?
The commissioner. Okay, so
what do you put in your hair?
Conditioner. Okay.
You're the worst.
The first pick will go to
2020. The current players draft.
It is Brad. Brad will have the first pick. So I'll remove him from the thing. And the second pick will go to... it's very close. It is Chinnick. Just Chinnick. Unlucky. I almost got it, but it's just landed on Chinnick.
That is unlucky that I got second pick. Really
so
unlucky.
The third pick.
I was going to say, I'm actually quite happy Chinnick
is...
Not worried.
It's on the line. Oh, it's Mitch. It is Mitch by a
Mitch takes 3.
It's Mitch, and that will mean I am the last pick. I'm still going to spin to see if I get it myself, and yes, I spun and I won it.
The only person on Spin the Wheel.
Yep.
So
he's done it.
Brad.
So round 1, Brad's starting us off,
Cool.
and we're doing it. So we'll start with point guards. We will also be keeping track of our teams on a 2K sort of almost simulator. So keep an eye out on the Instagram to see sort of my teams. So start us off, Brad. Who are you taking in the point guard round?
What position's Luka?
60 seconds on the clock.
60 seconds?
Shooting guard.
Shooting guard. That is tragic because I'd love to have Luka for now and later. But I'm going to have to go Steph because I reckon we've got him going for another 5 years. And what is Steph Curry?
Taking Steph Curry. Did not see that coming.
Shocking.
Yeah, let's lock in Steph. Best shooter of all time. You can't really go wrong.
It's a big call.
Not really.
It's a general consensus. Let's go Steph Curry. Build the culture too. Start the culture strong for the next 5 years. And win this year as well against you boys. Easy.
Nice. Next up, Chinnick with the second pick in the first round.
Okay, so do I have to pick a certain position or can I go anywhere I want?
Point guard. We're going point guard.
I gotta go point guard first?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm gonna go with something that I've just decided on in the heat of the moment. I'm gonna go Dame.
Good call.
Oh, that's good call.
I was gonna say you can't really go wrong with Dame, can you?
No,
Budget
that's
Steph.
kind of my thought process is you can't really go wrong.
And he's still like youngish, like 30. He's still got like at least a couple of good years left.
Still pretty young.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll explain more of my thought process later. But yeah, that's that. Dame for point guard.
Nice.
Mitch, you're on.
So I'll take the third pick in the point guard round. Now, there's a lot here. There's a lot to choose from. You got some older vets. You got some younger vets like Kyrie and stuff like that. You got some new young pups coming through, which is what I'm actually going to lean towards. This is a bit of an outsider. I don't know if many people actually saw this coming. But with my first pick in the 2K20 Beans current player draft, I'll be taking Darren Fox.
Oh, I thought you were going to take
Whoa.
my pick then.
I thought you were going to go like Trey Young.
I feel like you've just given Connor a freebie here.
Oh, no, I was... Okay, well, we'll have a discussion after this, but I'm going to take Trey Young. That's who I was thinking.
That's who I thought Mitch was about to go
legitimately can
with.
give you 30 and 10 most nights for the next 15 years, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's discuss. Why'd you take... Oh, Steph's the best shooter of all time. That's a pretty
Pretty good
general
one.
consensus. Do you want to have a quick discussion on the point guards?
Yeah, well, start us off here. So why'd you take Trey Young?
30 and can give you 30 and 10 most night, like every night, pretty much.
15. Really good if you don't want to play defense too.
I was going to
Yeah,
say
that's what
he's
he
just
wants.
severely lacking on the defensive
I'm
end.
planning on picking that up at some point.
Send him to defensive camp.
Might quick upgrade his steal stat a bit. So yeah, Trey Young is a great offensive player and will be for the next
Young too.
young. Yeah, he's only played 2 seasons, has he? I
Yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah.
But man has Curry.
And then he
Dame
can hook you up
level
with his
range.
rookie cards.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah, and he just seems like a good bloke, you know.
He averaged 29.6 and 4.2 boards and 9.3 assists
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
the
his
19-20 season.
turnover numbers aren't. I mean, they're
Five.
pretty bad.
He averaged 5 turnovers.
5 turnovers, but like he's a second-year point
That's
guard.
pretty bad.
Second-year
Not
point
ideal.
guard, though. As a second-year point guard, that is pretty standard considering he's playing on a pretty shit team.
Now, and I know this isn't something that you can really go off because 2K gets a lot of things wrong, but I just need you to understand his perimeter defense rating. This is a starting point guard. He has a D perimeter defense, which
That's
is
about right.
which is pretty fair. But in terms of scoring, he's A's all around. So
Yeah,
that's seriously not something you can go against there,
Yeah.
especially with a player that can learn to play defense. He's so young.
Talk about
Yeah.
snubs really quick. Chris Paul.
Yeah, I was
35
he was on my
though.
radar.
35.
35, but
Yeah,
he's
he's old.
Because we are thinking future, not just win now. Remember?
True. Russell Westbrook, future.
Yeah,
man.
but
Anyway.
I see Kyrie
Kyrie.
Irving was a close one for me purely because he's still 28 and he's
Fuck, is
a
he?
freak.
Oh,
But in saying that, he also has that stigma of sort of jumping around teams and not being the best to gel with. But I feel like we're going to see a bit of a different Kyrie at Brooklyn this year.
yeah.
I think we're going to see a really gel one. I'll go through why I picked Darren Fox because I think it was a little bit of an outsider. I just think he's already showed that he can lead a team at Sacramento with a few good other young players around. I just think he's got a massive ceiling and that he's seriously going to surprise a lot of people when it comes to next year and a few years to come. He's shown that he can work hard and keep at it. And he's just going to be a freak. He's the quickest player on the court, can play quite high level defense, can score the ball 3 levels, and yeah, he's just an all round freak. And he's going to be so good, and he's young, and I just love him so much. And he
fucking
plays
quick. Have to
games.
keep
He
saying
plays
that.
games. Yeah. Oh, he's so fast.
Keep mentioning how fast he is.
Oh, he's already shown that he's willing to learn and evolve with the game of basketball. Like the way that he's just developed from his first year to this year, like his second year, he's just a freak.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I seriously think he can lead a team. Should we move on to the second round, the shooting guard?
Let's do it. So, are we going reverse then?
Do we want to reverse the order or do we want to
Spin every round.
spin every round?
I think spinning every round would be fun.
I think Brad wants
Let's
to spin every
spin.
round just purely because he's going to have the last pick.
yeah.
Let's spin. Fuck it.
Spin every round.
Okay.
Cool.
And then
It is for
Just for the
the
starting.
And then for the last 4 picks, we'll all have the same order but reverse maybe.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
That
all right.
sounds good. Just for the starting
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, sick. Okay.
Okay. So the first pick in this round will be Mitch Watson.
Yes! Come
Do
on!
it.
The second pick will be
That's massive.
Me, yes.
Fuck you.
Kind of Hurtsel.
This
Very
is
nice,
shit.
very nice.
That's
Well
the second
deserved.
pick, which is good. The third pick will be Brad.
Fuck
Brad
off.
Just.
Let's
Very
go.
nice, very nice.
Shit
And the
house.
fourth pick will be Nathan Chinnick.
A lot of good shooting guards. A lot of good shooting guards.
Yeah.
Very
That's
shooting
true.
guard heavy league. A lot of young, good shooting guards as
A
well.
lot. Yeah.
And now, if I hadn't have gotten the first pick, I know who I would have taken. But I'm going to take Luka.
Fair.
You can't not take Luka.
Fair call.
He's that good.
You can not take Luka.
No,
Yeah,
I will take Luka. Don't worry about it. It's okay. And I actually don't think that'll be too bad. I know Darren Fox is quite a ball-heavy guard, but with his pace, he's not bad off ball. And I think him and Luka will actually go quite well together. Two young pups that have just shown they like to play basketball and can play with a bit of flash. And just the pace of De'Aaron with Luka's passing vision on the fast break will be insane. And I'm also not against Darren Fox being the better matchup than Luka for defensively on a guard. So I'm quite happy with that pick. So yeah, I'll take Luka.
Yep.
I won't say who my second pick is just in case he's still there later.
Alright,
Bill.
Who was next?
Connor? Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
So, with my pick, I'm taking Klay Thompson.
Whoa.
I figured.
I mean, it's hard to go past James Harden, obviously, but
I can't believe you didn't take James Harden.
I know,
shocked.
but I've left a lot of. I don't want to have a really bad defensive backcourt,
That's
and
true.
James Harden is a lot better than he used to be. But
You're
Klay
going to have
Thompson
really
is-
bad defensively if you go James Harden.
yeah, Klay
Yeah.
Thompson is not bad at all
There's
defensively.
so many young guns here, isn't there? Holy. So it was Brad next, right?
Yeah, it was Brad next. Yep.
I'm going young pup who proved he could defensively play this off season. Got a lot further than a lot of people expected. I am going with Mr. Jamal Murray from the Denver Nuggets.
Jamal Murray.
At the two.
True.
He proved
Pretty sure he's a point guard.
Is he?
Yeah, because Gary Harris plays two. We'll let you have it. It's all right. No, you can take him.
Let you
We're
have
not going to
it.
be pedantic. We won't be pedantic.
Pedantic. So I'm taking him. He just proved he can be an elite scorer at a
Freakish, right?
high level, but in the playoffs. So when it matters, he was doing his best work. I
Not
think-
afraid to step down next to a star as well.
And he's not afraid to put his chest up to LeBrons of the world and not backing down from any challenge. So
Good on him.
he's going to be one for now and for later. He's definitely the double package,
gonna
a little
say.
bit more longevity than Steph from Steph's current position
Can
now.
I
So
learn so much from Steph too?
oh yeah, and I think he's a
That's
better natural defender than Steph too at his age.
100%, and can learn so much. Like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
already got the scoring there. Once he gets that two-way up, awesome.
Easy, cool. That's me.
Okay, Chin.
Okay. I'm gonna go Donovan Mitchell.
Nice.
Cool.
Again, the age is helpful. Because he's only 24. And yeah, you know what? Not much else. If you haven't realized, I'm kind of
Short.
building the outside shooting kind of build because that's pretty effective at the moment, especially against a team like what Herzl's building. But yeah, that's kind of what I've gone with my
backcourt.
first
You got
two.
6'2", you got 6'2" and 6'1"
6'3".
as your two
Yeah.
guards.
But yeah, that's what I'm going with. I think
Yeah, nice. We love that.
so.
Do
See how that
we want
goes.
to discuss a bit? Herzl, why Clay? That's honest. That honestly surprised me a little bit.
That's one of the best two-way guard at the moment.
Shooters
Yeah,
of all
he's
time,
really-
isn't it?
That's what
one
I
of the
would have
best
got if you
shooters.
hadn't have taken it. I would have gone. Although
Like I'm not
Brad
all that
would've,
surprised.
But
Yeah,
That,
honestly,
defensively, he's just a freak, isn't he?
Clay is probably the second best shooter of all time, really.
Can we
Realistically.
actually just clarify? Are we taking into account injuries? Oh no. So so we're just saying
No.
if Clay wasn't injured.
Yeah,
If Clay wasn't
Cool.
injured, yeah.
Cool.
you should see him spanking the young boys in training
Oh.
in Golden State. Man, he's touching.
Does he put a bit
them
of
up.
size on as well? I saw a couple of photos, and he's
He's
looking a bit bulkier.
It's got some big arms on him now, and he's
Bulky, like he hasn't
Oh.
Yeah.
used his knee
Like-
in
like-
like 6 weeks.
Yeah, he was using it 3 days after his surgery. He's
Oh,
been
that's insane, isn't
working.
it?
Snubs. We've got some big snubs in this one.
I was going to say there's a lot, and I think we should leave this one for next
later
round
rounds.
because there's so many people that you could take in this round. I think we should do one for each position, just at this point, because there's so many good players that still need to be talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm calling an audible. I think
I'd
do
say
one
let's
for each
just
position.
move through the draft and then we discuss after. Or we
So-
can discuss snubs, but
So move on to the small forward then. Herzl, you got your wheel up.
The wheel says
Really?
Arguably,
I should
one of
ask.
the
with picking these positions, are we picking can we pick secondaries or does it have to be their main position?
I think we're going off main,
Okay.
but like if it's like what Brad said with Jamal Murray, how he's generally a point, but he does play a bit of two. Like it'll go to the decision of the crowd. I think.
Yeah. Sounds
Like
good.
it's got to be realistic. Like you're not going to pick like DeMarcus Cousins at small forward.
Well, yeah, no.
Ah, damn.
All right, give us a spin, Herzl. Who's up?
and it is Brad again with the first pick
Fuck's
of the small
sake.
Oh,
forwards.
that's massive. That's massive.
Huge.
Chinnick was a beastic away. The second
Always
pick
is.
oh my god, that's Chinnick is again a beastic away. It's me.
Get
Oh.
fucked.
Bee's penis.
My team's gonna get
And-
fucked by being a bee stick away.
Nah, you've got this one comfortably, Chinnick. You've got pick 3.
I'll
And
get
that-
fucked.
That means Mitch has got pick 4.
This is bullshit.
Okay.
Okay, Brad,
Brad.
start us off.
Easy peasy, this one. We're going Giannis.
He's a
first.
power
He's a
forward.
power
He
forward.
power
He's a
forward.
power
He's a
forward.
Get off it.
forward.
He's
Look
a
up there.
power forward.
Look
Get
up
off
there.
it.
He is.
He's a power
He's a
forward.
forward.
10 million%.
I've got a list of all small forwards here, and I'm telling you, it's not in.
Oh, he's.
It's not even his secondary position on 2K. Chris
Oh,
Middleton plays small forward, Brad.
Oh, I'm not
Yes.
taking Chris Middleton.
No, but
No,
you
you've
know
got to
that.
now.
No,
You've
but
said
if Chris
you've said
Middleton's if Chris Middleton is playing small forward, then where's Giannis on the bench? Exactly right. Because Chris
Exactly.
Middleton's not playing a shooting guard.
Get a grip. For
All
that, you pass your first pick on to Mitch. That's how
I'm
it
taking
works.
Giannis. No.
All right, fine. I'll take him out, and I'm going to take. Who wants to trade? How about a saucy trade?
Oh,
Give me a trade. I'll trade my number 1 pick for your pick, and then I get the better pick next round.
Nope.
nope.
All right. Well, then I'll take LeBron because. No,
Who's
I'm
LeBron?
taking Kawhi just to stop. LeBron.
Whoa.
You just didn't want LeBron.
Wow, we were.
Well, we were.
Taking Kawhi Leonard.
That's
and
massive.
I'm taking him for the obvious reasons, clutch when it needs to, and probably the best wing
gonna say,
defender, multi-positional
better too,
defender now, and I can't wait to get Giannis next round.
Kawhi's only 29.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? That's crazy.
Young fella.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so I'm
That's nuts.
Handball it
taking
over to
Mr.
Connor
Kawhi.
then. With pick number 2.
At the risk of being biased, it's Jimmy Buckets. It's got to be.
You took Jimmy
Figured.
White?
I'm taking him.
You really take him over.
No, he's taking it. You can't take
Jimmy
that
Buckets.
back.
Over
Jimmy
what?
Buckets.
Over all of those? Really?
That's all right. No, do it. You go.
Okay.
You do you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not-
He's a hot commodity right now. And another defensive piece who can help out Trae Young
Great leader.
for the future.
Great leader.
He is.
So then, Chinnick, you're next.
Fuck. This is hard.
Do it. Go on, do it.
Do what? You don't know what I'm gonna do.
I can't
Okay.
believe it. Are you going to let LeBron drop to the 4th pick in the draft?
Longevity.
That's what
He's
I'm
in a
thinking.
retirement home
He's
in
Talking
old.
about yeah, but he's LeBron.
I know, but that's like a year or two, maybe, of good success, and then that's it.
Great success.
Great
Very
success.
nice.
King of the castle. I'm so sorry that we're doing this.
Who you taking?
It's fucking fuck. I don't know, man. Because LeBron old, not much left in him.
LeBron
then-
old.
My other thought is KD. So,
Also old.
but he's also old. Exactly.
He's not that old.
Take Chris Middleton.
Third option being Ben Simmons, but
No, we said he was a 4. Remember?
I don't know. His primary position is fuck it, I'll go LeBron. Fuck, I don't know why I'm doing it, but
Thank God for that. Because I really wanted KD.
I figured.
But no, if you had left him there, I definitely would have taken LeBron. He just makes everyone around him better. And I seriously think he's still got 3 productive years left.
Yeah, even if it's short term.
40s.
Yeah,
that's
seriously. Talking win now, he just makes his team better. But also talking future, he's still going to be a freak.
He can sit on the bench surely and coach.
Exactly. Well, yeah, then I'm going to take Kevin Durant. You can't go past him. Arguably in the talk for best scorer of all time.
Spanks LeBron convincingly when they were
Freak.
both in their primes.
Actually, very good defender, quite underrated because of how good his scoring is.
I want Kevin Durant.
Stretch as well, so tall, so much length, and with people like Darren Fox and Luka Doncic around him that can pass the ball the way they do, there's just so much scoring in those first 3 as well. It's just scary. You can't go past Kevin Durant. I seriously think he's going to be top 3 MVP voting this next season. Granted, his injury hasn't done a number on him. I think people have forgotten how prolific he is at scoring.
Oh, dude,
He cooks everyone on the court. There's no one on the court that can stop Kevin Durant if he's healthy. Not a single player.
No, not at all.
Okay, sweet. Well, let's move on to the power forward round. Brad,
Give us
power
a spin.
forward round.
Give us a spin.
And the first pick goes to... Oh... And Mitch picks Giannis. It's Mitch.
Fuck.
That's massive.
That's
Thank you.
huge.
The second pick will go to... Oh my God, it's Nathan Blow. Literally, Nathan has beaten me by a bee's dick.
Let's go.
Nathan has beat me by the size of a bee's penis.
It'd be like that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's happened again. And Brad's beat me by the size of a bee's penis. So, Mitch, Nathan, Brad, Connor.
Okay. I was going to say, I think it's pretty obvious. I was going to make a joke and say another name, but I knew if I had joked and said another name, you guys would have made me take it.
Yeah,
so I'm going to take Giannis.
Figured.
Just talking about winning now and longevity, the man's only 25. You put him in a lineup with Kevin Durant, 2 6'11" freaks. He's going to learn how to shoot. And Luka passing the ball to Giannis, that sort of playmaking with a freak of nature like Giannis, arguably the most dominant player physically since Shaq. You can't pass up on him. He'll give you 30 and 15. He can do it on a consistent basis. So yeah, it's got to be Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
So on to Chinnick.
Yeah, mine's pretty obvious too. I don't love AD, but I'm gonna go AD.
Oh.
It's hard to go past him.
Hard to go past him. Having him and LeBron together is also probably...
He's just making the Lakers.
Yeah. Next pick, Kyle Kuzma.
Talon Horton Tucker.
But yeah, having them together kind of helps with that leadership thing.
Yeah, totally.
Helps lead the rest of them. So that's
Don't
that one.
want
Was it Brad?
Yeah, it's Brad.
Surely bloody is. For this one, I'm gonna go, and I'm pretty happy about it. I'm gonna go a little bit of longevity again for my 5-year plan. Absolute unit with 22 points a game in his rookie year.
Damn.
Zion Williamson.
That's massive.
And I'm making kind of a really nice defensive team here. Now, even though he wasn't the best, he was a bit step slow getting used to the NBA as far as defensive stuff. But if you've watched any high school and college stuff, you know that he's blocking 3-pointers, snatch blocks from 3. So I'd be happy to develop that for the next 5.
Can shoot too. Underrated shooter.
Yeah, well, he's 42% from 3.
What?
Yeah, he's 42% from 3.
The only thing with that is just
gross free
health,
throws, though. We don't talk about free throws here.
Yeah,
that's me.
It'd just be if you can stay healthy, hey.
Yeah.
That'll be the big thing.
Mm.
Which in this world, he does.
Yeah.
It's true. Herzl.
So then, Hurts
All
with
right.
the last pick in the power. I'm shocked, Brad.
What? Who?
I was not thinking that. Like, obviously, it's a great pick.
I was kind of thinking of Kristaps to get the floor open, but then I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
I'd
tossing up
prefer-
between
I think
Kristaps.
Kristaps
Kristaps is a centre.
He's a bit of both, though.
Kristaps is a centre.
no, he's power forward when they're all healthy. Thank you very much. Willie
Yeah.
Cauley-Stein would be your centre, and he'd be on the floor.
Or Norman Powell, actually. Yeah,
Or Norman
fair.
Powell. Yeah.
So yeah, Kristaps is in my head.
But
Are we saying Simmons is a 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm taking Ben Simmons.
Nice.
Again,
Good
he's
call.
one of my favourite players. It's hard to go past him.
And there's your defense.
Yeah, and I'm really trying to cover up for Trey Young here.
Yeah, you got to.
But he's
You
also
have no
an elite
choice.
playmaker. I've got 3. I don't know. I can't really remember how good of a playmaker Clay is, but I've got Trey Young, Jimmy Buckets, and Ben Simmons. They're all great playmakers.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's my
Decent
big Ben
enough.
Simmons.
And you got some pretty good players off ball as well, who that when Simmons drives and kicks, which is what he's
Yeah.
sort of missing at the moment at Sixers. Hey.
Yeah.
100%.
So
All right.
moving on to the centre round then, and this is going to be a big one. I honestly am of the belief that having a dominant centre in the league at the moment is what will win you a championship. Having a dominant big man, because if you they're not like obviously it's a guards league and like it's sort of a 1 to 3 league at the moment, but you just look at Giannis, like you look at Jokic, they're sort of the reason that their teams are doing so well, and they're so hard to stop. You know what I mean? Like if you get a centre, like I seriously think Kristaps could have been MVP if he was healthy, and it's so sad that his career has been put on hold because of his injuries. But he could have been a generational player and still could be.
It's very young.
Yeah,
He's 24.
100%, man.
But
So-
yeah, dominant big man is
Be
just
interesting.
scary. You just look at Nurkic even.
Up forever.
If Herzl
but
has
yeah.
first pick, it's not going to be biased at all.
He actually hasn't had a first yet, have you?
No, he hasn't.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No, I
So
haven't.
yeah,
Neither
what's
have
I've
hang
had
on,
two.
give us a roll. Who we got first?
And with the first pick of the centers, it will be. I'm gonna redo it because I don't want Brad to get another one. No,
No, you can't do that.
No,
That's massive.
come on.
That's actually. I'm not mad about that. It's a pretty stacked round.
there is a lot of stack centers, and I've got pick 2. And I'm not
Rigged.
mad about that.
Connor keeps giving himself second or fourth.
Honestly,
I know.
Evens only.
he knows what he wants.
And the third pick will be Mitchell Watson,
For fuck's sake.
and the 4th pick then goes to Nathan Chinnick.
Again, this would have been probably the round that I was happiest if I got fourth. If you ask me personally.
Yeah, no, there's definitely like, even if you guys picked 3 of the best, there's still plenty of options. So, wouldn't be too
So
worried.
Brad, start us off.
So I've got a
I
very
think-
as far as my first 4, I've got a very switchable team. So they're all like Steph can guard all the way to the power forward, the small
I
forward.
was gonna say
Jamal as well.
You think Steph can guard a small forward?
Yeah,
Steph's not guarding LeBron.
he's not bad at
He's not
guarding
guarding
small
LeBron.
forwards.
Yeah, bro, play my team, we'll see.
Yeah, I'll play you my team and see.
Oh,
Easy.
Hello.
No. So with the team that I've got a genuine shooter big man here that I'm gonna let Zion take it away as much as he wants. I'm getting Nikola Jokic at the center.
That's a great call.
Yeah, that's,
Big call.
that's
You've
what I was
either got
thinking.
lobs for Zion. I don't want Zion shooting threes all that much. Jokic can sit out at 3, space out. All of my players are very good at spacing the floor. Zion's the only one who hasn't had heaps of experience doing it at NBA level, but
Can do it.
Lob City has
and-
returned.
Jokic loves to facilitate from that top wing.
Yep, so Steph is a very
Top
good
of the
off-ball
key.
mover.
Oh,
Jamal's a
that's-
very good off-ball mover. Kawhi Leonard doesn't necessarily need the ball in his
Oh
hands.
my
and I've
God.
I
often
hate that you
proved
got
in
all these
Spurs.
first picks.
That is awesome.
Spurs.
That is
I've got-
awesome.
And then Zion with a
What a
genuine
team.
lob thread now.
Pretty good.
That's
Good
the starting
five.
five,
What-
boys.
Imagine Jokic throwing lobs to Zion.
Dude, that'd be
The
scary.
Twin Towers pick and roll.
That'd be
Dangerous.
reverse as well. He'd be backing down and just be like,
Yeah, that's seriously nuts.
I have kind of a short team though. Looking at it,
yeah.
it's pretty
I think
pretty
you need
small.
I'm going to take Montrezl Harrell. So Connor was next, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I'm
said it.
tossing up a bit here.
A lot of good talent.
Yeah. I've got 3 thoughts, and
It's hard.
I don't want to pick Embiid because of his injuries, but
It's a health. Remember, we're not doing. This isn't an injury thing. Remember,
no injuries allowed. I'm going Embiid.
Cool.
Great
you
call.
can have playoff Embiid too. No, he was actually not bad. Just couldn't
He's
win.
not bad when he's got it.
Simmons.
do you have
could
Ben
win.
Simmons as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the duo too. I've got Jamal and
That's all I'm
Jokic.
saying. That's all. Yeah, well, Jamal and Jokic works.
Yeah, but I've also got shooters around them though. And the last time they did any good was with Jimmy Butler.
That's
Oh,
true. That is true.
True.
So we're just building the Sixers from like
Making
last
the-
year.
I'm building the
Start the
Lakers.
yearly team.
Herzl's building the Sixers.
Okay, that's nuts. So is it me next?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're next.
Shit.
So many picks too.
Because what I'm thinking, and I know it's a bit of an outsider, is I know Giannis can play the 5. He's very capable, and it's scary. But I don't know if he. I think I want to go range because I don't want this. I don't want anything being clogged up. It's between 2 right now. It's kind of between 3, but I think I'll get my 3rd one in the next round. In terms of longevity and can shoot the ball decent with the best of them, I think I'm going to take Cat. And I know Brad doesn't like Cat all that much.
That's
But
not
I
what I
seriously-
expected, but I like that.
That is not what I expected.
No.
I know. I was very tempted to take Bam and move him to the 4 with Giannis at the 5.
Okay.
I also like Vooch, and I was thinking Gobert as well, but I think that just clogs it too much because Carl is like Cat's pretty good pick and pop wise with range, relatively good defender. But if there's a dominant center, I think Giannis can move to him.
I prefer Brook Lopez from the Nets than Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, but Brook Lopez isn't at the Nets, is he?
No.
So you can't take him. But yeah, so I'm going to take Cat. And again, longevity-wise, I think he can learn a lot from KD. And with someone like Luka moving the ball around and Darren Fox with that pace, I'm going a young team aside from KD that can sort of score at 3 levels, aside from Giannis, who is just a freak. Not massive size at my 2 big positions, 6'11" at both. But Kevin Durant's 7 foot, so it's all right. But yeah, so should we go through our starting 5s?
I haven't picked
I
yet.
think we should wait for Chinny to pick his
Oh,
picks.
I haven't even picked.
I just figured he wasn't going to win anyway. So
Well, I'm going Porzingis because I need the height.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, I needed the height. I need the,
didn't we just say he was a 4?
but he's not.
I think he's allowed. I think we're allowed. He's 7 foot
I
3.
think that's
I'll
a
allow it.
50-50.
Oh well, I would have.
He is
All
a
right.
primary center.
All right,
He's a primary 4.
He's a primary 4,
yeah,
but it's
to be
all
fair,
right.
you've
That's
never
all right.
you've never watched him be a 5.
It's okay. You don't
That's
remember the
all
Knicks.
right.
You don't remember the Knicks.
So
That's
are
all
we
right.
allowing it or not? Because if we're not,
Yes,
I'll
I'll
pick
allow
something
it.
else.
Take it.
I'm the conditioner.
I'm
I'll allow
grumpy.
it.
I'm grumpy about
Mitch
it.
doesn't
but-
look happy. I'll pick something else, Mitch.
No, it's all right. No, it's all
No,
right.
I'll
No,
go
don't
Andre
want-
Drummond. I'll do it.
You can do that if you want.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm going
No,
Porzingis.
don't do
Fuck
I was
off.
gonna say.
I would
Go
not let
Tristan
him
Thompson. Don't make me go Tristan Thompson.
Don't make me. If you're
No,
not
you can take
careful,
it.
I'm gonna choose Kelly Olynyk,
alright.
and then you're gonna be laughing. So
And then you'll have no shoulders left.
Kelly Olynyk is not bad at the moment. But anyway, Kristaps good pick.
yeah.
Porzingis.
I'm just mad because I would have taken him. That's all right. I'm mad because I want him.
So, do we want to recap the? Shut up. Do we want to recap the 5, or do we want to just move on to do?
I'm
last
kind of keen to
5.
talk about our 5s real quick because how long we haven't been going for?
We've probably got about half an hour to go.
Yeah, so let's do a quick sort of recap. So everyone send their team in the chat, in the Zoom chat.
Are
Zoom chat.
we going to do it in
Yeah.
Zoom chat?
Yep, cool. So Brad, do you want to start talking about yours now while we're all sending it?
I can't
Well,
send
we-
mine because it'll cut off the video recording. So.
Oh well, you can
Yeah,
you can
don't
just
do that.
talk through yours then. But yeah, Brad, do you want to start us off?
Well, we've got the ultimate switchability team at the 1, 2, and 3, and even Leonard can
Oh my God,
defend
it's
all
send it
5
up.
positions as well as Zion. Zion has had some in his very short stint in the NBA, had some very good switches and
How
very
tall's Zion?
capable left.
Say 6'9".
6'6".
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty
Yes.
sure.
Zion and Jokic. And
Charles
Jokic as the
Barkley.
facilitator. I would run him as the primary facilitator in my team. Let Steph and Jamal run laps around everyone, similar to him and Clay. And Kawhi Leonard, just let him play defense. And if you need a bucket in the clutch, he'd be your man.
Yeah.
And yeah, as I was saying before, Zion for the lob threat with Jokic could be a dangerous thing. And I feel like eventually Zion will have to be collapsed on against lots of teams and just going to reopen it for Steph.
You know what would be massive for that as well?
Ooh.
Is Jokic throwing those outlet passes to a flying Zion. Wow.
Or Jamal's pretty quick on the break too.
Yeah. That's a scary team, bro.
I'm liking this
It's a
team.
good team.
It's pretty good.
Connor, you want to go next?
Yeah, right, so I've got Trae Young, Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. Honestly, I was a bit like when I was thinking Embiid, I was a bit iffy about obviously his health, but also pairing him alongside Simmons, which we have seen, and it's not been great under Brett Brown. But I think the main thing is they didn't have shooters. Simmons should have shooters surrounding him, and Trae Young and Klay Thompson are arguably two of the best shooters in the league right now.
100%.
They're up there like the top handful. And Jimmy Butler, like he doesn't get credit for being able to shoot threes because he doesn't shoot them, but he can knock them down if he needs to, which is I don't know why he doesn't rely on it, but he can knock them down. And Embiid is honestly, when healthy, the second best center in the league, I think.
Yeah. Can dominate centers and also one of the better ranged centers as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't do it a heap. But...
I was tossing up between my next option was Cat. I was like, he can score a lot too, and he's got a lot of time ahead of him. But Embiid is just better in every single possible category.
Yeah.
Shooting maybe is like the one that you can make an argument against, and then then that's probably leaning.
And that's only a year difference as well. Like Joel's only a year older, and when you look at him, you look at Cat as still like a young pup, and you look at Joel as a bit more of a vet standpoint, just in terms of not maturity, because Joel can be a bit
the playoffs 100 more times.
Exactly right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like he has made the playoffs, and he hasn't played a lot in the playoffs because of injuries and whatnot, and having a pretty shitty system to play in because of somehow it's Mike D'Antoni's fault still, but it's still blaming him.
Yeah.
It really is.
It really is. And then Simmons as well, one of the best facilitators in the league right now, could literally give you a 10-10-10 night every single night.
Closest thing to LeBron. If he has a jump shot.
He'll get you 2 or 3 steals as well, and a couple of blocks maybe.
When I say closest thing to LeBron, I mean in play style, just in terms of being a tall dude that can move the ball like that.
Yeah.
If he gets a jump shot, that is a frightening player.
Over. But it's been 3 years and he's showed no progression in that category.
He's not really progressing, which is quite sad because a lot of people still hold hope. Do we think he's going to get a jump shot?
Yeah, you've seen him work. He does work on it. You see the videos of him working on it. It's just when he's going to bring it to the NBA.
The biggest progression we saw in that was this last off season, wasn't it? Where he's actually shot 3 this season or something. With the Corona time and everything, it's a bit unfortunate. But I think this is where we'll hopefully see a jump. But again, I think people say that every year, don't they?
Yeah, we've said that every year for the last 3 years. Like, when's he going to get a jump shot?
Chinnick, you want to go through yours?
Sure. So, obviously, I already spoke about the LeBron and AD duo. That's sort of speaks for itself. They sort of cover the inside, and they've both got a bit of height on them as well, which is quite helpful. And then the other 3, Dame, Donovan Mitchell, and Porzingis, kind of cover what I would consider the other parts of what I need for the 5, which is mainly like obviously they all have the outside scoring down pat. Porzingis has that extra height. Fucking Jasper is meowing right now, right next to the microphone. Can you
we
stop?
Can't hear it.
Okay, it'll probably come from recording. Porzingis covers the height, as well, which is good, and a bit more of the like rebounding, but AD kind of does as well. And then obviously Donovan Mitchell both cover the 3-point scoring quite well. Look, I'm not exactly an expert on the NBA. Everyone already knows that. But yeah, I feel like in general, this kind of covers most bases, and just having LeBron as the leader kind of helps and speaks for itself as well. So, yes. Brad, that's kind of all from me for my team, to be honest.
I've done mine. I was
Brad did his. Has everyone done theirs now?
It's just me.
Mitch
left.
hasn't done theirs.
No, everyone's done it.
Earlier.
Yeah, all right, moving on. So let's pick some more players.
So I think when I was sort of picking mine, I wanted to, like, obviously being young is a positive. Like, looking long term, you'd want to build a dynasty as opposed to winning one championship. But I think it started off going for the most diverse scorers that have a bit of two-way in them. Like, Darren Fox is an elite 3-level scorer. Like, his 3 points a bit, like, underrated, not talked about as much, but him in the mid-range and driving in with his athleticism is a freak. We all know Luka can score anywhere on the floor and pass the ball with the best of them. And then I got KD, and he can just score anywhere as well. And then it got to the point where I got Giannis, and I went, okay, now I've just got people where if it comes to it, I can just get Giannis to drive in and kick out. And then when I had Cat left there, I thought, just building around this team, just spacing the floor. You just look at a 5 out in terms of this lineup. That's it. You're in pretty good standpoints in terms of, one, passing the ball. Like, Kevin Durant's shown that even with Steph and Clay on the team, he can still do off-ball, and then when he needs to, he'll step it up with the ball in his hands. Luka can do it as well. He's shown in the playoffs that he can lead a team like that. And being so young, like, KD's my oldest one there. He's 32. And then I think the oldest after that is 26?
Not bad.
No, it's 25. The oldest after that's 25. So, in terms of longevity and player development, I think every one of these players can learn something from the other. None of them are highly regarded at defense other than sort of Giannis. I know Kevin Durant is talked about as a scorer,
underrated defender of all time.
Yeah, right. So I know they're not all. None of them are talked about for their defense, but I think they can all play defense. So yeah, I just seriously think this team will be the most versatile scoring team possible. And it's just going to be so hard to guard it because they can all move the ball really well. But yeah, so I think with that, we move on to our backups. So do we want to start with backup center and then move our way back to guard, or should we'll go backup guard again? I think that's sort of a safe way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. So we spinning the wheel again?
Are we just going to keep? We're going to keep this order, and we're just going to.
No, we didn't, because we didn't write down every order.
Oh, I thought we were just going to do this order, and then we're just going to go back and forth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, okay.
Just to save having to do it every time. No, I'm saying
the wheel. I think it keeps a bit of luck in it.
Herzl does 1 now. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
and then we use that and reverse it.
Pretty happy to keep doing it because it just creates an element of luck.
All right, yeah, cool. I'm easy.
Just makes it a bit more.
I mean, we'll just pick them quicker. That's all.
First backup goes to
Brad.
Shut up, you dick.
Fuck.
Right again.
Did Brad get
fuck off. Herzl, someone else needs to spin this wheel.
Got it again.
I'm glad we chose for the wheel.
Fuck you.
Rob. Then me.
Seriously.
Come on, keep it going.
The third pick will be Mitch Watson.
I'll get
Very
nice.
nice.
Honestly.
Just get a bit unlucky.
So dumb.
Great call going for the wheel.
Fuck you.
So we got Trey off the board, Darren Fox, we got Steph, and we got Dame off the board. So, Brad, start us off with who you're taking next.
Easy peasy. This one's easy. I don't need defense anymore. I'm pretty happy with defense. So I'm taking James Harden, probably the best scorer in the league at the moment.
James Harden is most definitely a 2. James Harden is most definitely a 2.
No. Wait, aren't we doing three more plays? So guard, forward, and center?
Remember we called it an audible, and I think we're doing one
so
for
we're
each.
doing point guards now.
Yeah,
That's a point guard.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
silly
if
boy.
we're going,
We
health,
did just discuss that, but I guess Brad's not
Yeah,
listening. That's all right.
Brad
I'm
doesn't
old
listen.
though.
Yeah.
I'm old. I might go for a little bit of a one that we haven't seen for 2 years, but I'm pretty happy to have him on my team.
Yes, I was.
Sorry, but I'm gonna take Mr. John Wall.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
Purely
was
because I think he's still got. I think he's going to be a very different animal. I think he's been working on his shot a lot.
he has. Watching
It
him
is
do
a
pull-up
crime.
jumpers.
It's a crime that John Wall's an 83 on 2K.
Dude,
Yeah, but
It is.
he'd be a good one to have off the bench. Think like a Dennis
Massive.
Schroeder now, but like really,
Better.
really, really,
But,
really
like, better.
fucking good.
But better
Yeah.
than times like 10, yeah.
So I'm gonna go with John Wall. We haven't seen him for 2 years. I would like to see him again.
Honestly,
And
one
it's
of my
evident
favorite
that
players ever as well.
Yeah. It's evident that he's been working over that 2 years as well.
Yeah.
It's a bit hairy
let's just hope
too.
it'll translate. Like, because like we see a lot of players do that sort of off-season work in quiet, the training videos, get out and stuff, and sometimes it doesn't sort of translate. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you see the workouts and stuff, you go, oh yeah, this person's about to have a blowout year, and then you sort of screw the pooch a bit. But I feel like John Wall is going to have a massive return,
Everybody
especially
do the
with Bradley
John
Beal.
Wall.
Could have won an MVP
Teach me how to.
if he never got injured.
Yeah,
It was like that level.
Oh.
Goodness.
Derek Rose essentially that can step out to 3 sometimes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, that's my pick.
I'm gonna take another Australian-born player with my pick.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause it's Mitch's turn, isn't it next?
no,
No,
it's
it's
Connor.
me.
Oh, it's Connor.
It's Connor.
Connor.
Kyrie Irving.
Frankston Hospital.
It's massive.
Kyrie. Yeah, honestly. Is there anything else you need to say about him? It's Kyrie.
Freak.
Yeah, he'll just tear apart your team from the inside. That's cool. You can have him.
Yeah, it's all right. If you don't want your locker room to do all that, then that's honestly fine.
That's okay.
Bro, I don't. Do you want a ring?
Connor's crying. He's like, stop.
Stop it.
Nah, I probably would have taken him as well. He's still such a great scorer, isn't he?
Yeah. He's.
All time. Best ball handler ever.
Oh, dude. Like him and AI
Yeah.
are like the two that I'd say are the two best.
You'd say he's a better ball handler than AI.
Yeah, better scorer.
Yeah. He's just
He's just good, isn't he? He's just so good.
He is good.
Shame he's a dickhead.
Yeah, that is a shame.
Flat earther.
Put 27.4 up. 27.4 points a game up. And he only played 20 games.
Nice.
Pretty crazy.
I think he's going to be one of those ones like Jimmy Butler that has that stigma of being no good in the locker room. But this year with Kevin Durant there, another sort of winner like that, who, again, Kevin Durant's shown he can step back, whereas LeBron wanted to be if LeBron's the leader, LeBron won't take a step back. I think Kyrie's going to have a career year this coming year. Again, granted that injury doesn't hold him back too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, well, I'll go into my pick then. And I'm actually surprised he's still there. I've already got a heap of young talent in the team, so we're going to go with a bit of age here. We're going to go a vet who shows he can do a winning culture and can teach a lot to the young pups like Darren Fox, Luka Doncic.
Oh, man.
Russell Westbrook.
Also someone that we don't mind having on the court with a bloke like Giannis, which might come to fruition. We're going Chris Paul.
Yeah, that's a
Backup
good
point
call.
guard.
Okay.
And I seriously think he's still got productive years left. Like he's got a play style that age doesn't really sort of falter. He's 35 and he's not really slowing down. Obviously, the Rockets' times weren't the best times, but he's shown that at OKC he can still lead a team and teach young pups. So I think he'll be massive for De'Aaron and Luka's development, and even Cat too. But yeah, handball over to Chin.
Okay. Shit, I don't know.
You can say JJ Barrett.
I-
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Pat Bev.
Derrick Rose.
No, I'm just kidding. Please.
No, you said it.
He said it.
No. I'm gonna go Kemba Walker.
No.
Yeah, that's a good call, I reckon.
And if we're going a non-injury world, actually, that's a great call.
Very good
yeah.
call.
I don't
Cardiac.
really have much of a reason. I just like what
Okay.
I've seen
Cardiac
of
Kemba.
Kemba.
Can we just talk about Chinning's 3 guards of 6'2", 6'1", and 6 foot so far?
It's fine. It's all good.
Little boys.
That is all good. I'm happy to dunk on them.
It's all good.
But yeah, no, that's massive. So onto the shooting guard, the backup shooting guard round, and I'm really praying I get a high pick here because the bloke I want is still there. There's a few that I'd be happy with, but there's someone that I really
I can go
want.
first on this one if you'd like.
No, you're not going first, because I'll tell you who is going first. Congratulations, Mr. Nathan Chinnick.
Oh, fucking finally. Fuck.
Fuck, I really hope I don't get a late pick, and I know I'm going to.
Well, you've not got the second pick. It's Brad that's got the second pick.
Let's go.
Get fucked.
Brad's gonna take who I want as well.
Yeah.
Well, you've got the last pick now, Mitch, because I'm going third.
I knew that was gonna
So
fucking happen as
Chinnick,
well.
Brad, me.
That's
Mitch.
very, very frustrating. There's still a lot of great talent there, which I'm not mad about. That's just a lot of great talent. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad.
I'm not really mad.
I just don't want to fucking talk about it. All
Alright. Picking mine here. Has anyone taken Devin Booker yet?
No.
No, he's the 8th best point guard though.
He's actually a centre.
I think I'll go Devin Booker if that's okay.
That's a good pick.
Yep.
Not a bad little spark plug off the bench, eh?
Yeah. I guess that one is gonna come mainly down to like his age. Quite young, still got a long way to
42
go.
and still productive.
Yeah. No. he's shown a lot of potential, let's say, so far.
100%.
And I think surrounded by other players that are equally and more talented than him, that'll, help boost that level of skill. But yeah. Who was next?
Nice.
I don't remember.
That was
Brad.
me.
Brad.
Rob.
Of course it was Brad.
Um,
Fucking course it was.
So, are we going with? Oh man,
No, we're
I don't
not.
know.
There's actually a lot of shooting guards, isn't there?
There's a lot.
There is.
Are we going with people's traditional? So,
Brad Coates, I have
through-
no idea what
I'm
you
just
said.
using 2K's
Through-
primary positions.
So in the actual regular season, Marcus Smart was coming off the bench for Celtics, and Jalen was at the 2. But in
Yeah.
playoffs, Jalen played the.
Jalen, I'd put Jalen at the 2.
You can take either of them, I reckon. Either of them.
Yeah,
is-
if
I
you
want
got
Jalen. I want Jalen.
You can take
Yeah.
Jalen. That's
All right,
right.
I'm taking Jalen just purely because I've got a wing player who's very much like a defensively has a lot of accountability the same way Kawhi would. Younger, not as good, but I have him as his trajectory as a scorer going up dramatically over the next few years. So I'd really like Jalen for future.
Very
and
good
now.
off ball as well.
Very good off ball. He's got, like I always say, he's always got something Kobe-ish about him. Like he's just going to come out from the shadows one day and be the top 3 player for 5 years, 6 years in a row.
That's
Type of dude. I'm going with Jaylen Brown.
I have a feeling Connor's going to take my pick here.
I know who you want. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I know exactly
Connor's
who you
going to
want.
take it as well.
I don't think I'm going to pick who you want because Brad said him earlier and we told him we couldn't take him because he's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard.
Oh, what?
You didn't take James Harden, did you? We didn't let you, did you? Did we?
No. I took John Wall.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
James
okay,
Harden's still
James
on the board?
Harden, yeah, I'm taking James Harden.
Oh shit, I forgot
Connor
James
doesn't want to
Harden
play
was-
defense.
I honestly
No.
forgot James Harden was still
Okay,
on
well,
there.
Connor didn't take who I wanted then. Yeah, but why James Harden, Connor?
Can score.
If you had told me James Harden would have made it to the second round, I would have been shocked.
I reckon he's the second best scorer. Almost, I'm not going to say ever, but like he's in the conversation of one of the best scorers ever.
Yeah, not ever.
But like he's in the conversation of one of the best scorers ever. Honestly, can score from anywhere, and he, as much as it frustrates people, he will get free throws and he'll hit them.
Yeah,
Even though, he's the one fouling.
Yeah, that's not.
scoring wise as well.
Yeah,
He's
he's, dude's a freak.
generational player.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
second best scorer in the NBA right now behind KD. Just scorer.
Wow, that's a massive call, and I'm not against it. Massive call. Well, should I go to my pick then?
Yep.
We're going another two-way player here, and there's 2 blokes now who are who I'm tossing up between, and I'm picking one purely on age, and I'm going Bradley Beal. The other one I was thinking was Paul George, because Paul George is a freak, and I know he shit the bed a bit in these players, but Paul George is a freak. He's one of my favourite players. Bradley Beal's 3 years younger, arguably just as good a scorer, and elite level defender as well. It's one of those two ways that can just do it all. And I think he's going to be massive alongside Chris Paul. Great off ball. Great if he needs to put the ball into his hands. He's only 6'3", which I'm a bit worried about, but going up against Chinnick's short front court, I think we'll be sitting pretty comfortable.
Devin Booker's 6'6".
He was my second pick.
6'5". But yeah, Bradley Beal, elite. He's a good defender, right?
He's not awful.
He's a very good defender.
Not bad.
Right, I thought so,
defender.
because
Very capable.
2K's got him as a C perimeter defender, and I know that that's wrong, right?
No, because I've got him
he's-
on my team, and he's like quite good defensively compared to most of the other people I've got.
Yeah, no, Beal is he's just a freak, and he seems like a good bloke. I feel like he'd be good to have around the locker room. But yeah, so Bradley Beal, another talking 3-level scorer, freak.
Cool.
Yeah.
So on to the next small forward round, which I don't think we have as much depth here. But
Not
let's-
really.
You've got enough for me because I'll get
A
one
little
or two.
bit, yeah.
Brad's taking Andrew Wiggins. Joe Ingles as well.
I'm taking Denzel Valentine.
Oh shit, I gotta do it, don't I? Oops.
Oh, God.
I was like, who am I gonna pick? Who am I gonna pick?
TJ
the wheel.
Warren.
Okay, I've got the first pick.
So that's me.
How did you spin it that quickly?
I was going to say.
I've got the first pick.
Stars.
I accidentally didn't click remove, but I've got the second pick too. I can't remove myself. No, I'll remove myself this time. Okay. The second pick goes to Nathan Chinnick.
Thank fuck.
The third pick will belong to
Just written Brad in now.
Brad.
Yeah,
That's all right. 2 last picks in a row. We fight through adversity here.
shit happens.
Except
Connor,
for
go.
that. Okay, start us off, Connor. Get into it.
Tatum.
Fuck you.
He's a...
All right, Ingram.
Okay.
Fuck, that's what I was
I was like, I'm going to say Tatum.
Yeah.
If they say he's a 4, I'm taking Ingram.
Yeah, great call.
Go call.
Closest thing to KD, isn't he?
Yeah.
Other than KD. I mean, he's young, and I don't see him being as good as KD. I love him, but
No,
I
he's
don't
not
think
going to be that
anyone
good,
will.
but he's...
I don't think anyone will be as good as KD. But
I reckon
yeah,
I
it's
might.
massive. Let's keep going.
Chinnick, you're up.
Has anyone taken DeRozan?
No.
No.
When he
Ooh.
shoots it,
I'm-
it goes in.
I'm gonna go DeRozan.
He shoots him. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Good call.
Again, not much thought process to that. He's just good. All right.
Should be a good bloke.
Yeah.
Rob.
All right. You said it as a joke, but I'm going Wiggins. I'm going Andrew Wiggins. I don't know how he is a number 1 overall bust. When he's average for his
I was gonna say,
career
still
like
20 odd
22
points or
points
something,
a
right?
game. Like it's nuts. I don't get how he's a bust because he hasn't. I personally think it's Karl Anthony Towns' fault that they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Wiggins
fair.
is hit the 21 points a game for his career, and the league average for his position is 10. So Still
It's
a-
not,
yeah,
not
elite
bad at all,
scorer.
is it?
very solid shooting numbers, none that blow you out of the water, but they're all solid. And he moves the ball around and he gets
Pretty consistent
boards
shooting
as
skills,
well.
yeah.
So
Good length as well.
good length,
6'7".
and he's still fucking so young.
Yeah.
He's
That's
my
right.
age. He's 25, so young.
So, moving on to me now. There's 2 people I'm tossing up between here. What's my defense like? We are struggling a little bit defensively. But if we're talking about sort of mixed lineups and things like that, and having people coming out and oh,
Do it.
I'm gonna take Michael Porter Jr.
He just shit his pants trying to
Ooh.
pick.
I'm gonna take Michael Porter Jr. I was very close to taking Tobias Harris because he's quite good and a pretty high level defender, but he can score. But I've got to go Michael Porter Jr. I'm gonna back development. We've got a lot of older. Well, not. We actually don't have a lot of older. I'm just going young. Next 5 years, he could arguably run the league, scoring wise. We're just sticking with the 3-level scorer mindset, and Michael Porter Jr. is that. He showed in the playoffs that he can score with the best of them, and he improved defensively massively with each round that he lasted. So yeah, we're going MPJ, and again, length. We love it. We love a 6'10" small forward.
Yep.
Just like Kevin Durant. But yeah, onto the power forwards, Connor.
All right, I'll spin. The first pick for the power forwards.
I'll get the last pick again. This is
will be me again. All right, I'm telling you right now, I'm taking Jason Tatum because
you can't do that.
All right,
It's not your turn.
It's not my turn to pick yet, but I'm going first. Okay.
Come on.
Second is Chinnick.
Thank you.
Fuck me. This is rigged.
Third
Sorry, our team
is
still lose, so that doesn't matter.
Mitch. Is third.
I've gone last the first time.
That's impressive.
And
First, fourth
Brad is
pick.
obviously fourth. So
All right,
I'm
so you've
taking-
picked Jason Tatum,
Right.
easy.
I'm taking Tatum.
Fair enough.
Tatum.
Where you going, Jim?
Is Siakam still up for grabs?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Fuck you know.
Might go there. Go Siakam.
I'm tossing up between two again here, and they're both young, and those two players are John Collins and Domantas Sabonis. Are the two people that I'm looking at currently.
John Collins, I considered.
John Collins is just a freak athlete, and quite consistent. Like, got a pretty good shot as well on him. Still young. Yeah, I'm going to go John Collins. He's just an athletic freak. He's a bit undersized, but I seriously think, yeah, I'm going John Collins.
Cool.
Just going to stick with that.
Brad?
Brad, you're up.
I am going with purely for the fact that we're going injured
Injury-free?
list. I am choosing Blake Griffin because he was injured this year, but his first year in Detroit he was an all-star, and all his years
He's
before
a
that
freak,
he was
isn't
an
he?
all-star.
He is
He
a
averaged
freak.
15 points. He averaged 15 points this year.
It's 25 the year before one or something like that.
Yeah, like 25 and 12. But he only played 18 minutes per game this year. Like,
Oh,
he's nuts.
so
It wasn't 25. It wasn't. He didn't average 12 boards, did he?
Probably not 12.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Hold on, I think I've got his career
I
high.
think it was about 8. But yeah,
But either way, I'm taking him if
yeah.
if we're taking him. He's older person too. Can teach Zion a thing or two about lobs, and also extending your range slowly.
That's so nuts.
Yeah, that's who we've got for. Old
And in
mate
terms
Brad.
of development, like, he's changed his game. Like, there was a few years there where it just seemed like he didn't want to play anymore. He just wasn't enjoying it.
End of his Clippers run, he really got lazy.
Yeah.
Didn't develop his game. As soon as he got traded to Detroit, man, he looked like a different animal, and it was
Yeah.
really, really good. And unfortunately, he hurt himself. So,
Showing some great footwork in the post, wasn't he?
oh, awesome.
That
His
was
jump shot's a
awesome
bit
to
janky.
see.
It just doesn't sit right with me. Goes in,
Yeah.
just doesn't sit right with me.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, then into the last round.
The last
Spin us for
round,
the
The
last one.
centers.
and a spin the wheel for the center. You're not gonna believe me. It's
That's
me
it.
again.
It's not.
me.
Respin.
No.
Can't raise.
No.
Nah.
Unfortunately, we can't.
Otherwise, Brad would have had no picks. I think the thing's rigged again because it's gone Nathan again second.
Easy.
It's a joke.
Easy done.
This is
Easy
rigged.
done.
Mm.
Okay. Third pick is
Mitch.
Brad.
Ooh.
Oh, let's go. Not rigged.
This is a joke.
And the fourth, lucky last, we'll have the last pick in our draft is Mitch.
I feel like I'm being stitched
Remember
up.
when I was going to go the last picks in the first 5?
Yeah, that was all right. I was okay with that.
Funny that.
But nah, get us going.
Go Herzl.
Herzl. I think we know.
We know.
You do. Say it with me, everyone.
Bam.
Kalliolini.
Adebayo.
Oh shit.
Bam.
Tristan Thompson.
Eridis. Bam. Adebayo.
Yeah, might have been.
Yeah, figured.
What's his first name?
Eridis. I don't.
Great name.
Nah, bam.
Bam.
Yeah. Why Herzl?
You know, he's just a good bloke. You know?
Yeah, you can't argue with that, can you?
I was going to say, you're going to just talk to it a bit.
Okay, he's one of my favourite players in the league right now. He's a great defensive player. He really improved his free throw percentages from like the end of the season to the restart. His free throw numbers went up by like 16% or something, which is huge.
That's a lot in one season.
Can hit a mid-range jumper as well, like
with the best of him.
with a hand in his face. He's really versatile, like bouncy as fuck. You know, he's just Bam. You know,
He's just Bam. That's Bam, and
He's
Bam
just
is
Bam.
Chinny.
I'm gonna go Deandre Ayton.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was considered as well.
Yes. I
thought about that. I didn't see Chinny taking him though.
don't know much about how he plays, but I've got Devin Booker.
Puts a needle in his arm and gets suspended 25 games. Easy.
Big ceiling though.
Yeah. Exactly. That's kind of that. I've never really seen.
See, he got a bit of range. I haven't had a chance to watch much of him.
He does have a bit of range, but he's almost unplayable in the last, like in clutch games.
Yeah,
he cannot keep up
just
with.
Doesn't turn it on.
A modern center.
Fitness, or is that just?
No, he's just a big boy. Unfortunately,
just really big. Yeah, I think he can improve on. It's something he can improve on.
Yeah.
He's unplayable the same way Dwight Howard's unplayable in the end of games.
Yeah,
got a big head.
Take it back 15 years, and DeAndre Ayton is a
Tim Duncan like fucking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like that. Brad,
probably
go ahead.
All right. So I might go. There's two ways I really want to go this. They play for the same team. Oh no, one's not really a center technically. I'm gonna go full defense for the last. We've got such an offensive prowess of my starting center. I'm gonna go Andre Drummond to even this out, and
so you're thinking Kevin Love going to
I hate you so much.
He has. Now this isn't a joke. He gets more rebounds than his shooting 3-pointer percentage. So he gets 17.7 boards. No, wait, 15.2 boards, but his 3-point percentage is 14.3.
I'm legitimately pissed off that you took him.
Yeah,
he's the best rebounder in the NBA right now by a long shot.
Oh man, he's probably like top 5 of all time. I can't think of many people
in terms of rebounding.
Yeah,
just rebounding. Just rebounding. He's a beast.
Yeah,
it's an ugly game he plays, but holy shit, he's good at it.
Yeah, right. He doesn't need to look pretty good
with Detroit of the 90s, wouldn't he?
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh,
that's scary.
Imagine him and Rodman in the 90s on each one of the fucking.
You're not getting the board against that team.
You're not.
It's nuts.
He's
still developing.
Yeah, how old is he?
He's still like 20.
He's only 27.
26?
27.
He's 27, and
he's been in the league 8 years.
He's an underrated shooter in terms of a little sneaky mid-range, not deep twos, but just that little sneaky mid-range where he could just take those 2 steps and dunk it. It's possible for him to shoot those.
A lot of Blake's success last year was him hitting those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see a massive year from Drummond as well. I think it's a shame he's on the Cavs, but is he a free agent?
I think he's got a player option.
He's got a player option, which he's taking.
$28 million.
I was going to say because he's going to get paid a packet, but I think he could be a massive player on a championship team.
Yeah,
just because he's not ball heavy, which is insane. Like so I'm just looking at his career stats. Last year averaged 17 and 15, which was because he was on Cleveland. But at Detroit the year before, with some players around him, he averaged 17 and 15 again, which is just nuts.
Most of those off putbacks, though.
I was going to say, just putbacks, just putting it back up.
And pick and rolls that he could, he's going to score 20 points.
Imagine
that.
Andre Drummond with Steph. So you got Steph, one of the most consistent shooters, and then when he misses, Andre Drummond will probably get the board.
Another shot.
Andre Drummond is probably one of the best screeners in the league too. Oh, so is Blake Griffin.
That pick and roll scary.
And got like 3 of the best pick and roll guys, the actual rollers in the league.
Very scary.
Zion, yeah.
Is that everyone? Yeah, that's what you've done. Yeah.
No,
that's everyone. That's it, I think.
Yeah, so there's 2 ways I could go here. could go defensively purely because I've got so many scorers on the team. Quite a high level player at the moment who proved himself in the playoffs with his length. But I could also just go a 3-level scorer who's one of my personal favourites, and I've got a bit of a soft spot for him. Actually, fuck it. I've just seen someone who I wasn't going to take, but I've changed my mind. We're going Yusuf Nurkic.
Oh,
That is such a good call.
Because I was looking at Gobert and Vucevic. I love Vuce. I think he's a massively underrated center and one of the best scoring centers in the league at the moment. But I think Yusuf Nurkic has so much potential, and the fact that he was actually shooting half consistent threes during the playoffs is so scary. Massively like an elite level defender, and will take it to most centers. So yeah, I'm going Nurkic. So that's everyone's. So I think what we'll do now, because I think a few of the boys might need to head off. Is that right?
Yes.
So what we'll do is do we want to have just a quick discussion, or what we'll say now is all the teams will be posted on the Instagram. So keep an eye on that. Give us your thoughts. We're going to have a quick discussion now just about matchups and things. Do we want to do that really quick? Or should we save that for another...
We'd probably chuck it all on Instagram, to be honest. I mean, like... Because what I'm thinking is we get everyone's, like, pictures of their lineups, and then we can just, like, chuck them all on Instagram a few times and say, like, whose team is the best current, whose is the best in 5 years' time.
What we'll look at doing is we might even do a My League where we build these teams and match up.
That's a good idea.
Keep an eye out for that as well.
Yeah.
What we might do is I want everyone to go through. I want everyone to talk about their favourite matchup between each team. So we'll do their favourite duo on their team really quick. We'll just go through favourite duo on their team, and then we'll also talk about favourite singular matchup with other teams.
All right, I'll start. LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
Brad.
Favourite duo? Brad, who's your favourite duo on your team?
From my team.
Yeah, like the favourite you're keen to see match up, like as a team together.
I really want to do Steph and Zion, but I'm really keen for Zion and Jokic, just how they can play off each other.
That would be
how far back
dangerous
Jokic can step.
Oh,
that's
very
it. That's
dangerous.
It for me.
Yeah. Connor?
Yeah, I'm going to say Clay and Jimmy, how well they could... Two of the best, because honestly, Jimmy and Clay are both interchangeable at the shooting guard and small forward position, really.
Yeah.
And they're two of the best defensive players at those positions.
Yeah, nice.
Good call.
And can score as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Scary. Now, I was going to say Luka and Giannis, but I'm actually going to go Luka and KD, because that might be one of the scariest pick and pops in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Or pick and rolls.
Yeah, you wouldn't know which one to defend.
I think with Luka and KD on the same team and that length, actually kind of both positions, because Luka's not sure. I think that's just going to be the hardest duo to guard. And then if Kevin Durant's tied, Luka and Giannis. And now favourite matchup. So I'm going to say, keen to see Nurkic going at Drummond. That's who I'm going to say. I'm keen. I want to see Nurkic and Drummond going at it, because I seriously think Nurkic is underrated. So, Brad, what's a matchup you want to see with one of the other boys' teams on my team?
I'd love to see. I've seen it a lot of times before. I'd love to see Steph just light up Lillard.
Yeah,
I could watch that for.
And them just going back and forth.
For 4 games, because that's how many games in a row Steph.
I was actually going to say,
exactly
that, but obviously I want Dame to do
say
better. But I'm going to stick with that.
That would be the quickest scoring ever. They'd take a step over the court and shoot, then they'd take a step over half court and shoot, and it would just be nuts.
Yeah.
7 second Suns are 3 seconds more.
Yeah, right. And then Connor.
The two best centers in the league right now, Embiid against Jokic.
Yeah.
Talent-wise, that is not... Like, if they're both healthy, two of the best in the world. No, in the world, yeah.
Yeah, good call.
So good to watch go at it.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I guess we'll wrap that up. I'll just quickly mention that I think the next episode we're going to do is the same sort of format. We're going to go all time.
Mm-hmm.
We should have Lockie here. We might be talking about having a guest on that one. If not, we'll be having guests on in future podcasts. But yes, keep an eye for that. Maybe give us a couple of suggestions on who you'd take. Tell us who you would have taken if you had our picks. If you think we missed someone that didn't get picked at all. or if you think
Paul George
that we
just
shouldn't
didn't get mentioned at all.
or if you think
Not even there.
maybe someone's team's bad or good, or a matchup you want to see, just a bit of interaction about what you liked from our teams. But yeah, keep an eye on Instagram because all our teams will be there and a bit more discussion. And on YouTube, we'll try and get some My League going with our teams going at it.
Possibly Twitch as well.
Possibly Twitch. We will be streaming.
Titch.
I said Twitch. I thought I said Twitch.
I thought you said Titch.
Anyway, yeah. So just keep an eye out. Make sure you give us a follow at NBeanA on everything, at NBeanA podcast on Twitter.
That's it.
But yeah, thanks for that, guys.
Just like that.
Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, all time.
Hope you've
draft
all
next time.
been keeping well, boys.
Gross.